knew that Sierra Leoneans knew about Gullah Geechee. There's African Americans who don't know about Gullah Geechee. You understand? But I knew that Sierra Leone knew. Why did I know? 1988, the president of Sierra Leone goes to South Carolina. He goes to Orangeburg, my mama from South Carolina State. And then he goes down to St. Helena. Where's mama from? Right there. So you see the connection there. He went there, and he went on his first international diplomatic mission. He didn't go to New York. He didn't go to Washington, D.C. This is President Joseph Saidu Momon. He initiated this relationship. He was convinced that it was very important to go verify if these Gullah Geechee people really had the Salone culture. If they're Creole, because we can hear him. He went there, he talked Creole, he talked them back to him. Yeah, they made red rice for him. He said, this is Jollof. They made okra soup for him. He said, eat. You sabi okra. They said, eat. You sabi, huh? So, you need to understand, there's a very kinship bond that we find and we discover whenever Gullah Geechee and Sierra Leoneans encounter each other, regardless of ethnicity. In 2015, we formed a new community of ourselves called the Gullah Nation of North America. The process took months. We discussed it. At the time, Ebola was here. Ebola dropped in 2014. When Ebola hit, most of the people in the country didn't never hear the word before. I still remember youth asking me, what is Ebola? Big JC. What's in Ebola? Are you real? Some people never heard the word. So we took action. We started an awareness campaign. And me being an artist, I have a little history of music. We blended the music with the grassroots outreach and ran a campaign. We did media interviews and documented some of it. That campaign carried me to Conakry. I was in Guinea, Conakry, capital of Guinea for 6 months. On the campaign there too, and then came back. And so during that time, we was like, yo, why is the African diaspora not responding? I'm watching social media, I'm seeing everybody, Pan-Africanism, yeah, Black Power. I'm like, yo, we over here dying, man. All right, Ebola, man, just eat some cola. The people fast, tell them to fast. Some, CMOS, what's CMOS? This is what they was telling us. I was here alone. And I reached out to the people in the Gullah Geechee corridor. I actually have reached out to the Gullah Geechee corridor months before I came here to Sierra Leone. And with that slap, get out of here, you're not down here, it's not your business. I came anyway. And I came looking for a group that was already here. Someone here right now today. But long story short, those of us who felt like we had a responsibility to try to do something for ourselves, we came together to do that. And in doing that, we realized that we needed our own autonomy. We needed our own ability to make our own decisions as a community. That we can't outsource that anymore. We can't rely on people who are bought and sold. I got a problem with that. That's not being African, that's weird. That's very weird. You disregard the whole history of our people there as if that doesn't matter. We're trying to escape that part. We're trying to escape who we are. The majority, listen, Brother Chris Gator always say, Sister Core always say, if you shake the African American family tree, Geechee gonna fall out. Now, for y'all who may not understand, Geechee is an identity that was stigmatized the same way you make your families here today. We use the same tools and the same technology that you use here today to survive in America all the way up till now. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. So that is the essence of Gullah Geechee. And it's not an isolated thing. It's actually an inclusive thing.
After I found out that I was Mende, I started trying to connect with as many people as possible, find out as much information as possible, and you guys was just giving a vast of knowledge, that a vast of information that I just had to grasp, and that also that connection, that Creole connection, that New Orleans, South Carolina connection. I know I just had to connect with you guys when I got here.
Wow. And what do you foresee yourself doing in the future for Sierra Leone?
Definitely making a mark with the entertainment industry here, getting it up and running and creating Performing Arts Academy.
Okay, and what does Sierra Leone mean to you?
Sierra Leone means so much to me because now I'm getting all tongue-tied. Sierra Leone means so much to me because the woman that was taken from these lands was done so much just so I could be here today to return back to these lands. And so the love that I'm getting, the welcoming, my adopted family is just everything for me. They're so protective, they're so loving, they're embracing, they just want to see you make it, and I just love it. So it means a lot to me, a lot to me.
Yes. I mean, this is home. This is your home.
Yes.
So, and there's no place like home, right?
Really, and you don't know it till you get home. You think you were home, and then
That's true.
You're like, wow, man, I'm home. It's crazy. I didn't know I would feel like I didn't know what to expect when I got here. And then I got here and it was like, oh.
Wow. This is
I'm in Salone. I'm in Salone, okay?
So thanks again for coming, and I'm looking forward to building with you in the future.
Thank you, and I look forward to building with you guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, I found out that through ancestry, African ancestry, that my DNA results came back. I was Mende from on my mother's side. I do on my own DNA, but then I also did my grandmother's DNA and found out that my grandmother on her maternal line is also Mende.
And this was your grandmother on your paternal side?
Yes, that's my dad's.
Wow,
yes,
that's
my
amazing.
dad's grandmother.
That just goes to show you how much, I mean, how connected we are.
Exactly.
You know, two different lines.
Yeah, they come together, get married, and here you are, both of you Mende.
Right.
Like it was in St. Village.
Right, exactly. Now, Fembo marriage, So, how did you connect with Gullah Leone Union?
Oh, okay. So when I found out that I was Mende and I was from Sierra Leone, I started doing a lot of research online, you know, and I came across the YouTube videos with Chief O'Day, and I mean, he just gives so much information. There was so much that I did not know about Sierra Leone, and I found out a lot from him. And then I started finding out about all that he's doing here and on the ground, you know, and I was just like, I want to be a part of that. I just had this like desire because I want to help people, you know, and I definitely want to help my people, you know, so I just, you know, reached out and connected. Here we are today.
So what is your connection to the Gullah Geechee people? Do you have a...
Yeah, my mom's family, my grandmother was born in Dillon, South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my grandmother on my father's side was born in North Carolina, Franklinton.
Okay, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So what do you foresee yourself doing here, like to contribute to the development and the people of Sierra Leone?
Oh, well, I am a student right now, and I'm attending Columbia University, and I'm majoring in psychology. So when I'm done, I want to be able to get into social emotional learning, and I want to come here and help with the people here with any trauma that they have experienced through the war and colonization.
Wow, that's amazing. And the last question is, what does Sierra Leone mean to you? Just discovering yourself now, what would you say?
Okay. So, I mean, all my life I wanted to know who I was, you know, where I come from, you know, and living in America, you just really, you feel disconnected, you know, from everyone there and from yourself. You know, and so finding out that I have a home, a place, you know, that I can call home, with people who love me and accept me and welcome me. You know, it was just like an amazing experience, you know, just getting off the plane and having everyone tell me, welcome home, you know, and then embracing me, and then meeting my adopted family and then the connection that I feel with them. You know, it's just been wonderful. And so I'm home, and I'm gonna keep coming back, and one day I will live here.
Yes, say that.
I wanted to come see the different initiatives that we're working on. I wanted to see them in person. Some of those being our Tools and Seeds campaign, also our Be Clean campaign. You know, those things that we've been working on for some years. So wanted to see those things in action. Also, personal reasons. My mom lineage traced back to here. So I wanted to come here and honor Mom. Mende Man. Gullah Geechee Mende Man. Yes, sir. We first landed here, or we got here last week, Thursday. So we've been here a little over a week. You know, of course, we've been enjoying Freetown, the beaches, and a little bit of nightlife here and there. But we've also had an opportunity to go to the interior and visit our village, Jamakoa. So, which was very powerful. The welcoming that we received out there when we pulled up, it was overwhelming. That I was one of the 59. There were 58 of us from the States, one sister from the UK, and it was a great but surreal experience.
Wow.
You know, meeting a head of state. You know, the Honorable Julius Matabio. You know, he hands you your passport. You know, with his hands. With his hands. And he greets you by your name. You know, it's powerful. In terms of my vision, well, you know, as beautiful as Sierra Leone is, it needs a lot of development. I mean, that's real. And a lot of these major things, I can't tackle myself. But what I can do, along with GRM-SL, you know, continue working on our farming program, make sure our people have food, you know, and help create something sustainable for them so they can, you know, create jobs, earn income, you know, by growing food and selling it at market, you know, and have enough to feed all the people. So that's what I'm going to continue working on, along with some other initiatives we have going on out there. In terms of a message to the diaspora, come home, y'all. Forget the scary stories. Like I've said many times, it's probably scary on your own block where you're at. I haven't heard one gunshot since I've been here. You won't, right? It's beautiful here. The people are warm and friendly. You know, are there struggles here? Absolutely. But you know, come on back. It's beautiful. It's real beautiful.
As soon as I got here, it reminded me of Vero Beach, Florida, which is where a lot of my family is. And it's just the weather, the people, it feels like family. The freedom that you have and that you feel, you don't really know what it's like until you get here. And when you get here, it's like, wow, you know, I'm so oppressed in ways that I never thought I was. My best experience was actually going to King Jimmy. And the reason why is because it's such a beautiful historic site that we need to preserve. We, as in the diaspora, we need to take that in priority because it is where our ancestors not only left, but we came back to. And we have to understand how important that is for us to keep that circle complete. And right now, it is run down. It's, you know, it's junk in places. It's trash. And it really, it was my favorite place because it made me see where my work is needed, where my help is needed, my ideas are needed, you know. And oftentimes I know we love the mountains, we love the beaches, we love the food, and we get so romanticized by what we see and what we can do and feel and pleasure. And I feel like it's important for us to understand that we're going to have to endure the pain of the struggle of lifting Salone, not just coming here for profit, to come here to see everybody uplifted. So one of the reasons why I enjoyed joining like GRM-SL, Gullah Redemption Mission Sierra Leone, is because I believe in providing value first to gain the respect. You know, I like to work for what I'm given. So I first was like, okay, I'm come here, help build, help clean up, help create, you know, whatever we need. And also I see where I can be of assistance more is in the development sector when it comes to real estate and energy. Those are my two major things that I'm really the most passionate about, because we have everything we need here. And what we're missing is our people.